Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with the 5th episode of Arrow, and what can I say, man? The plot definitely thickens right now. Yeah, we've got some interesting developments going on, I will say, man. We've got, of course, Walter, who has been finding out, partially so at least, what his wife has been up to all this time, and so he has discovered the actual ship from the accident. Yeah, like stored in a warehouse somewhere, right? And at first, I couldn't quite make up my mind what that was about, though. Like, why did they need the ship there? Until I realized that, like, oh, that's because I made the automatic deduction that it must have been the captain that they somehow got to cause the accident. Whereas, I think they might have specifically even mentioned it, to be fair, but the ship probably got, like, sabotaged or whatever too, right? And so the ship basically is proof of what they did. And this is why they, I assume, just never wanted the ship to be recovered, because that way they could figure out the cause of the actual accident. So that's what, you know, Oliver's wife has basically, Oliver's mom has been trying to hide all this time, along with the organization that she works with, who apparently also, of course, revealed that this list that Oliver has, this list that he basically got from his dad, presumably, or actually, yeah, I don't know actually for sure right now. I mean, maybe honestly I should just dig back into my memory. But obviously we saw Oliver get the book or whatever as he was stranded, right? But at that point there were no names in the book yet. So he must have sort of like come up with them himself, right? But I'm pretty sure it's the dad that's supposed to have given him all these names before, or, you know, somehow the dad knew about them, right? Because the dad was already involved with all of this, and that's exactly why they planned this assassination on him. So I'm not exactly sure how that all came together, but again, probably once again focusing a little bit too much on the details here. So, yeah, all that stuff is very interesting. We have, of course, Diggle, who is basically now prepared to come join our side as well. We've got Laurel, who continues to basically get herself caught up into, well, very similar, into the same cases, I guess, that Arrow is, right? That Oliver is, which is very cool. And she has yet to discover his identity, but obviously Laurel's dad, Detective Lance, as I should probably call him, right? Quentin is his first name, but he has seemingly found out. There's some footage there. I don't know if the footage is, like, conclusive enough for him to know for sure that it's, you know, that it is going to be Oliver, or maybe Oliver can still talk his way out of it. Who is to say? But yeah, again, we've got a lot going on. I love how this is all... Dude, I mean, the way the show is structured is very similar, of course, to The Flash, right? I feel like it's actually... I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's literally the same writers or whatever that, that tackle both shows, though I will say that it's quite a number of episodes, man. Like, they ran these shows simultaneously, right? And so 23 episodes per season is quite a lot. The episodes are like a good 40 minutes each. Yeah, it's I highly doubt that, you know, one and the same team or a handful of people could actually produce this much. So it's honestly kind of, yeah, surprising to me just how consistent, yeah, you know, like both shows seem to be in that regard. And I feel like they perfectly... Like Arrow is obviously has a different vibe to it. Him in terms of his personality as well, right? More the vigilante type, this and that, all the difference that I've, of course, already gotten into. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Simultaneously, they complement each other very well in that regard too, I feel. And I know that there's going to be sort of like these crossovers later on, right? Which should be really cool to see exactly how that plays out. And I know that it's honestly best to kind of watch them together, therefore, and to be able to catch up on Arrow and watch, you know, like season 4 and then season 2 of The Flash, I guess, simultaneously. But again, I don't really think that's going to be in the cards, unfortunately, but I'm still looking forward to at least seeing, especially when we get to, like, for example, season 3, yeah, those couple, or that one episode that featured Barry, that featured, rather, Oliver in The Flash, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I heard already from somebody in the comments, and it's a slight spoiler, I guess, but for example, during The Flash, I asked myself this question about the boomerang or whatever that they'd been trying to chase down, like the guy that was using the boomerang, right? And apparently it's like, oh, you're supposed to watch Arrow, and then you're gonna actually find out that side of the story and how they dealt with that particular guy. So that's actually really cool how they do tie it in constantly, right? But anyway, guys, let's dive into this new episode of Arrow. Of course, if you enjoy my reactions to the show, you will be able to get early access to the next 12 plus episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Full-length reactions are going to be up there too if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And you can also sign up as a free member and watch at least the next episode already right now as well. Of course, there's also early access to a bunch of episodes from The Flash, so lots of content for you to go and check out. But anyway, guys, let's dive into episode 5 of Arrow.
Here's the security footage from the Exchange building. What do you want me to look for?
I want you to look for anything that's out of the ordinary. What is that? Play that again.
Oliver Queen, you're under arrest on suspicion of obstruction of justice, aggravated assault, trespassing.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, thank God he didn't flat out mention his identity as the Arrow. 5 years ago, here we go, back to it. Oh, I was gonna say, that's a dead bunny right there. Bound to be.
I got an idea. Why don't you let me shoot that thing, and you can go pick up the bloody dead, disgusting animal.
Try. Breathe. Everything breathe.
You get what you wish
Breathe.
for. You really want to be the one to put him down?
Aim that tree.
Which tree? We're in a goddamn forest. Ooh. Close enough. Yeah, you got plenty to learn.
You will die badly.
I like this guy. I kind of wonder what happened to him though in the meantime. Like, surely... Do we actually know how Oliver was rescued in the first place? They might have showed that in the first episode, but I already kind of forget. Oh, I mean, you know, he obviously put the thing on fire, right? And basically gave... Yeah, he just got, like, rescued by some random entity or persons or whatever, right? Like people on a boat, something. That's why he put the thing on fire the moment he saw people cross by. But what's actually happened in the meantime with this mentor guy? Presume they got themselves into a bunch of trouble with the military, but the military personnel that we saw. See? Oh, here we go. This is them. Oh, shit. Yo, they had that trap prepared, though.
The police think they know who I am.
Huh.
They think I'm the vigilante, the man in the hood terrorizing the city's criminals.
Yeah.
They also...
You know, when you've gone through experiences like that, this is nothing, right? Like getting handcuffed by the police here. I mean, he's been through worse, right? But, dude, his mentor guy was also right. He will die badly, actually. Well, he didn't, but... I wonder what the deal is with this group on the island, because there's still a part of me that thinks that it's all, you know, like part of the conspiracy.
I'll be asking you a few questions, standard stuff for the report. Have you been arrested before? It's okay, I know the answer to that one plenty of times.
Like I said.
By several kinds of entities.
You're a dangerous menace who doesn't care about who he hurts. Except now you're doing it with bows and arrows instead of trust funds and yachts.
Detective, you hate me, but that doesn't make me a vigilante.
No. The security camera footage of you from the Unidac auction with a green hood does that pretty well.
And as I said again, I ran into the stairwell once I heard the shooting. I saw a duffel that I thought maybe belonged to the shooter. I grabbed it, looked inside, and saw a hood.
Yeah, fair enough. He is just going to try and talk himself out of it. I figured that was still gonna be an option, even though it looked for a second there like a man really did get exposed big time.
I have solid grounds, and I have evidence.
Which you can present to Mr. Queen's attorney when he gets here. Until then, this interrogation is over, Detective.
Damn.
Sure. You have 15 minutes.
I mean, they got some power too, I guess.
He blames me for the death of his daughter. He also thinks that I dress up in a green hood and shoot people with arrows.
The important thing is not to say anything until your attorney gets
He should have blamed his mom instead.
I want Laurel. He raised her to do the right thing.
Yeah.
That includes representing an innocent man. So,
Oh yeah,
Mom,
we just did that last episode already. This is just gonna be a repeat. Not that Oliver is, innocent of being Arrow, of course.
Can I ask you, who's representing him?
Well, that's why I'm here. He wants you to represent him.
Me?
Yes, I told him it was a bad idea, but to be frank, I am desperate. He says if you don't represent him, then he doesn't want any attorney.
Oh
Mrs.
yeah,
Queen,
don't. That's a low-key threat right there, actually. But I was gonna say, don't worry about it. He'll find a way to somehow constantly bring you in the picture. I fucking love it. Like, I get such Iris vibes in a certain sense, you know what I mean? Like Iris always found a way to still keep things complicated. In this case, it's more like it's Oliver's own fault, right? Our protagonist's own fault. But I love it just as much.
Where's your attorney, Mr. Queen?
I'm representing myself, Judge.
I'm not sure that's the wisest course, Mr. Queen.
I think it is. I'm innocent.
Then we'll consider that your plea.
Mr. Queen's family owns a pair of private jets. And while on the subject of their wealth, I would point out that there is virtually no bail amount that could guarantee his presence at trial.
So then I guess it's a good thing that the people's case is so
Oh my god. Yo, way to make an explosive entrance.
Dinah Laurel Lance, Your Honor. I'd like to file my appearance on behalf of the defendant.
They always gotta come in right when it's happening already.
He is a flight risk.
Then minimize the risk. The defendant is willing to submit to home confinement and electronic monitoring through the wearing of a UKG 45 administrated ankle device.
Ooh, yeah. I don't think he actually is, but okay. I mean, it's still better than getting locked up, of course.
I knew you couldn't resist saving my ass.
You're gonna make me regret this, aren't you?
No. It's gonna be like old times.
Yeah, this means we can't go on any missions, though. That's the problem. Oh boy.
It's not that bad.
Like a true pedophile.
I'm having a sizable get-together here tomorrow evening, and there is a better than likely chance it spills into the outdoor pool.
Pool deck's fine. Step on the grass, they're sending a SWAT team to forcibly subdue you.
I am confined to this house for the foreseeable future. I might as well make the most of it.
Maybe a party's not in the best of taste, you know, considering the circumstances.
Tommy, the circumstances are why we're having the party in the first...
Why exactly are we arranging a party now? I mean, is it true? Like, there's always a reason to it, right? There's gotta be a reason to it, but still. He can't, I mean, you know, he can't go away from here at the very least.
He wrecks fancy cars and he dates models. He doesn't kill people.
No, he just uses them. Like he used Sarah and like he used you. And he's only asked you to be his lawyer to get at me.
No, he asked me to be his lawyer to get through to you. You hate the hood and you hate Oliver and you want more than anything for them to be the same person. But Oliver isn't the reason why Sarah died. Or the reason Mom left.
I don't want to listen to this.
I mean, you know, this shit is complicated, dude. It's like he's right in certain ways and he's definitely not right in others, right? Again, yeah, Oliver wasn't responsible for Sarah's death, clearly. Oliver is the arrow. I mean, I wonder what Laurel would actually think if she were to find out.
Guess it was just a matter of time before the police caught up with you.
Except they didn't.
Oliver, they got you on video.
I knew the security camera was there, just like I knew the police would review the footage and arrest me.
Really?
All part of the plan.
Really? He was prepared for all that?
Well, I returned to Starling City, and a few days later, the vigilante appears. Sooner or later, somebody was going to make the connection.
Fair enough, actually.
Oliver, your mother and your sister just got you back. And now you're going to put them through a trial, maybe even worse? Don't you care?
Of course I care.
Yo, it's only episode 5, man. He's going to bring them into so much trouble, honestly. Like, dude, this is only the start.
Who is he?
German businessman.
German arms dealer, suspected in the theft of 100 M249 squad automatic weapons.
Wow. Those are machine guns.
I imagine what would happen if a street gang got their hands on military-grade hardware. I imagine our city's streets turned into a war zone.
But you're under house arrest.
For now, I would just like you to shadow Mueller. I would like you to track his movements. I want to know where the buy is happening.
Okay.
I mean, we got the Second Amendment over in Starling City, right? So if people start walking around with machine guns, terrorizing the city, we can just have the city fight back. That'd be all right, chaos. Don't touch those. Oh yeah. They're still gonna be sharp. They're always gonna be sharp.
Oh, that's sweet.
That might just fucking explode in your hands, actually. I don't know what that was.
How long have you been head of security at Queen Consolidated, Josiah?
Going on 7 years now, sir.
Sounds about right. But what I'm about to tell you will test the bounds of your discretion.
He's gonna let him in about this ship thing.
Sir, the boat went down in the North China Sea 5 years ago.
Which is why my discovery of its remains in a warehouse downtown was unexpected, to say the least. I want you to transfer those remains to a secure location. Can I count on you?
Yo, I can't believe I'm saying it, man, because I didn't think I was gonna feel this way back in episode 1, but I'm fully Team Walter, man. Dude is getting to the bottom of it. Time to actually divorce your wife now, though. Although, honestly, he's gonna get himself into trouble with that.
Mr. Queen spent 5 years in seclusion on a deserted island, cut off from civilization. It is quite possible he's suffering from some form of post-traumatic stress. Given that, we would support a plea of insanity, conditional on a period of indeterminate incarceration at a psychiatric facility.
No, thank you.
We ain't gonna go with that. Fuck that. You don't even want people to think that you've gone insane.
I'll take a polygraph.
Polygraphs are inadmissible.
In
Lie
front of the
detector?
jury. I'll take a polygraph in front of him. He's the one I need to convince.
I mean, he's gonna ask, are you the arrow? Then again, I'm pretty sure those polygraph tests are not known to be the most accurate, right?
I'll set up the poly. And I will tell Spencer that we're not pleading out. But Oliver, you have a family, friends, people who actually care about you. So don't for 1 second think that you're the only person with something to lose here.
Yeah, he's risking a lot for everybody involved. He's still not the most sensible when it comes to, you know... I mean, you know, he says that he cares for others, right? But clearly, yeah. I mean, she's like Laurel's right, you know? It's think about your sister. Think about your mom, who definitely doesn't hate you. I mean, not that I think she hates him, but whatever the fuck. Again, she might have just gotten rolled into it.
I do apologize for my men's treatment of you. They're trained to view any stranger as hostile.
Sparkling water?
I'm Edward Fires, by the way.
Edward Fires. Man actually sounds German himself, doesn't he? I mean, we're already dealing with a German bad guy this episode trading the weapons. I don't know if there's any connection.
My family has money. They have lots of money. You'd be really well compensated for my rescue.
Well, I look forward to that.
Yeah, that's usually a good incentive, unless they're here actually for you.
This gentleman. Do you know him?
Oh! Oh, shit! Yeah! That's my guy right there! No. Fucking hell, you'd almost, like, not recognize him because you didn't have the beard and the mustache and everything.
I don't know this guy. I thought I was on this island all by myself.
Do you know what this island is named? We're on Lian Yu, Mandarin for purgatory.
Purgatory.
And I can make it feel like hell.
Wow, what a name, dude. The state in between heaven and hell. Or life and death.
Think on that when you're begging for death. He's yours now.
Oh my god, who is my guy with the mask? Yo, look at him. Yeah, I think I just give up Senchong.
You're out all the time. You have those scars, and since you've been back, you've been acting really weird.
None of this makes me some Robin Hood wannabe.
And you gave me this. I mean, it's an arrowhead.
Thea, I bought that in the gift shop of the Beijing airport. Now I'm sort of happy I didn't buy you the shot glass with the panda on it, because then you'd be worried I was Panda Man.
Dude, yeah, you played that off nicely though, although not really. I mean, it's still very sus.
I can't lose you again.
Deal.
Yeah, now that's just making her afraid that, like, okay, if you are the arrow, you're once again just putting your life in danger all the time, and she's once again gonna have to come to terms with the fact that, like, well, if he's not dead now, he might very well be super soon, right? God damn, man. I feel for her.
My son is not the man targeting the list. The charges are preposterous.
Not according to the district attorney, assistant district attorney, the investigating detective, and the police department that filed charges against him.
That detective has a vendetta against my family.
Is there something untoward about your family? If so, something really needs to be done about that.
I don't get it, dude. I really don't get it. Because this is the guy she's supposed to have organized the whole thing with involving the ship or whatever, right? I mean, for starters, she's really sticking up for Oliver and really does not want him to become this dude's target. But technically, wasn't he already? You know, again, with what they did with the ship, I assume they never expected Oliver to make it out of there either. I mean, maybe it was just like, okay, they accepted that he was going to be a casualty alongside because the real target was his dad and they didn't really care for Oliver, but it's like, you know, this was the ultimate opportunity to take out his dad or whatever, right? And they just accepted Oliver and Sarah as collateral, maybe. But, I mean, they probably didn't even know that Sarah was there in the first place. But, yeah, again, very interesting.
Questions are to calibrate the polygraph. Is your name Oliver Queen?
Yes.
Your hair blue?
No.
Ever been to Iron Heights prison?
If this was a 2024 show, your hair would have been blue. Might still happen when we catch up to the later seasons.
You steal $40 million off Adam Hunt?
No, I didn't.
Were you marooned on an island called Lian for 5 years?
How is that even relevant?
I don't need to show relevance, but since you ask, whatever happened to your client on that island turned him into a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah, he can ask whatever he wants, right? I feel like it's kind of the funny thing is that he's bound to lie at some point about something, right? Might not even have to do with his actual identity.
When you came back, you told everyone that you were alone on that island. Are you claiming that your scars were self-inflicted?
No.
Yeah,
I wasn't alone.
Okay, he ain't lying about that.
I didn't want to talk about what happened to me on the island.
Why not?
Because the people that were there tortured me.
Have you killed anyone?
Yes. When I asked your daughter Sarah to come on my father's yacht with me, I killed your daughter.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna word it like that. Like, I take responsibility, and he's kind of apologizing for it seems, right? I mean, he should honestly just say, I'm sorry to him also about that, but smart play on his end, I will say, because he's playing into the detective's emotion now, and it's not gonna allow him to do a good job anymore moving forward. But I'm kind of fascinated that Oliver is willing to be so honest about his experience on the island too. You know, like, I mean, I guess it's not something you would need to lie about, because all you've really been up to is like a bunch of training, seemingly, right? From what I can tell, and just being confronted with a bunch of crazy situations, I will say, and he's had to survive. But that's obviously not proof for anything you're doing here. That's not proof of you being the Arrow either.
I'd have to study the data, but just eyeballing it, he's telling the truth.
Can I assume that you'll be recommending Miss Spencer to drop all charges against my client?
No. I know a guilty man when I see one. He is guilty, whether you can see it or not.
Yo, dude, would that even be allowed in real life if, like, you had a situation like this where a dad, part of the police, can just talk to a client or well, it's not a client, but a prisoner or whatever, right? Or a convicted person or whatever the fuck with their lawyer who is actually his daughter? Isn't that like a conflict of interest or something? I mean, I don't know.
Hi, everybody! I'm very touched that you came to celebrate with me before I am sent up the river. Closest neighbors are 6 miles away, so don't worry about the noise. Actually, on second thought, let's wake those losers up!
He so knows what to say. Rile them up.
Mueller's car's been parked in the warehouse district of the Glades for 45 minutes.
Okay, since it's going down tonight, what do? Drop a dime on Mueller with the cops?
No, the man in the hood. He's gonna stop them.
Oliver, you can't leave the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's still got the tracking device, right?
In the hood.
Oh. Yo, is he gonna send Diggle for this on his own? That's crazy, man. I mean, he's already part of it now.
I thought that it was gonna be good enough just for you to be seen in the hood. I didn't count on Mueller showing up, and I didn't count on the possibility that the Glades could be flooded with machine guns. It was never my intention to put you in harm's way.
Oliver, I didn't think joining your crusade was ever gonna be risk-free. I just don't like being played.
I mean, that's a lot to ask of somebody on that, like, for their first mission or whatever, right? Like, straight up letting him play as you and putting himself into the spotlight there. Like Diggle himself is gonna get into big trouble now.
Now, you might have gotten used to lying to everyone else in your life, but I'm the one guy you don't lie to.
You're right. I'm sorry. So am I going to jail?
No, man. I got stuff at arms due.
Dude, honestly though, Diggle's a real one, man. Like, I do like him, you know? But yeah, Oliver is definitely kind of forcing this on him too, partially, right?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir. This is Mike Vogel down in security. I have some sad news for you. The company's head of security, Josiah Hudson, was in a car accident tonight.
Oh.
He's dead, sir.
Oh, shit, that's the guy you talked to. Yo, they offed him. Covered it up, huh? Car accident, my ass.
I can't remember the last time that I've been in this room.
I can't. Halloween 2005. We were getting ready for Tommy's party.
Ah. Yes.
Yeah, he might remember more details. Let's not remind any of us of those.
Why don't you hate me? You should.
Yeah, he's not wrong, honestly.
But after today, I realized that I was so focused on what happened to my family that I didn't even stop and wonder what could have happened to you.
Oh. Oh, she just caught wind of all the stuff that happened to him on the island that he talked about, getting tortured, this and that. And so the easy thing to do is obviously to just paint him as the villain or as the bad guy. And in many ways he was, of course. Yeah, dude, this shit is always conflicting, man. But she just, yeah, got told basically the story of what happened to him on the island and realized that he himself has been through a lot of fucked up shit. And obviously lost his dad, you know, saw his dad kill himself right in front of him. I don't think she even knows that.
How did you survive this?
There were times when I wanted to die. In the end, there was something I wanted more.
Oh no, oh no. I mean, you knew. Yeah, you knew this was gonna happen. I was about to say, but like, we can turn this into a very sensual experience. Well, so much for literally last episode saying or telling Tommy that you were gonna give him a chance. Yeah, that's out the window. Oliver just established himself as the ultimate alpha male. Oh my god, and she regretted it instantly. I actually didn't expect that.
You should put him out of his misery.
There's our guy, man. Yo. Look at him, dude. He is the real Arrow. Man. Turning this into a full-fledged karate fight.
The M249 machine gun. As for that, we need to move now.
Oh. Oh, shit. Is this Diggle? Yo. Wait, is Diggle himself just gonna do the work in that outfit? He's that skilled? I didn't even realize that. I mean, I know it was like supposed to be security, right? But we haven't actually seen him in combat yet.
What was it that was so important that I had to race down here?
I found the Queen's Gambit, Mora.
Ooh. Oh shit, he's just gonna be straight up about it.
I hope you now have a better understanding of why it is I've been so distant of late. It's very disconcerting to discover that the person with whom you share your home,
Facts.
your bed, and your
Facts.
heart has been lying to you so convincingly. And I would be a
Facts.
fool not to consider all the things that you have told me were lies.
But this is where she's gonna let him in about everything that's been going on with her, I guess, right? And she'll have no choice but to be upfront with him. I mean, again, I think she got kind of rolled into it, though.
Walter, please. You've got to stop looking into this. It's not safe. You'll be upsetting people with influence.
Yep.
You are very far out of your depth.
I mean, dude, I honestly would have been worried to even tell her in the first place, because I'd figured that she could be actually involved and could be on top. And like, first time that next thing she knows, if she realizes that I'm looking into this thing, I'm fucking dead too.
Mr. Queen, if you're entertaining guests upstairs, should I have some drinks sent up?
No, it's just me up here and I'm on my way back down.
Oh my god, what's my guy doing? Wow. Yo. Who the fuck even is this? Damn. Oh, shit. Laurel's dad came to the rescue just in time. How about that?
What are you doing?
Just got a call from my lieutenant. An arms dealer was attacked across town tonight. By the vigilante. Multiple witnesses put him there. In light of that, all charges against your son are being dropped.
Oh, shit.
I'm truly sorry for what's happened to your family, Quentin.
I feel like Laurel's dad is still not fully buying into this though, you know, and he could know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he could figure it out about Diggle too. To be fair, like he knows that Diggle was here. He knows that Diggle was always with Oliver, right? He could probably find out that Diggle wasn't here during this time.
Mr. Lance? Thank you.
God, dude. I feel like I repeat myself like a million times, but everything in this show is complicated. Every relationship is fucking complicated. It's crazy. Now we gotta thank him.
Did we have an appointment?
No, but I decided to screw propriety after you tried to have my son killed.
I'm sure you understand. I was justified in suspecting your son of being the vigilante targeting our associates. I had to take steps.
Okay, and so now this guy also knows that he's not supposed to be the vigilante, right? So that puts him off temporarily.
I've been the good soldier. I've done everything you asked. But if any member of my family so much as gets a paper cut, I will burn your entire world to ashes.
I mean, can you though? You know, who do you think you are? Like, are you in the position of this? He can just put you down instead. Don't get me wrong, I respect it.
These are your polygraph results. My father asked you if you'd ever been to Iron Heights. It's the prison where the vigilante saved me last week. It's also where you and I went on our 8th grade field trip. When you said that you had never been there, I thought maybe you were just nervous. Or that you'd forgotten. But then I looked at your results. And there is a slight flutter in your answer to that question.
Oh shit.
What happened to me being too selfish to be a masked crusader?
Oliver, I saw your scars.
So is she figuring it out? Does she know for real now that he is Arrow?
If you knew, you'd see me differently. And not as some vigilante guy, as damaged. I don't sleep. I barely eat.
Dude, he's got so much. He's got so much trauma cropped up inside of him. You can just tell, man. It's like emotions. He's holding so much fucking back at all times. Yeah. He's such a, honestly, generally speaking, in terms of his attitude, he seems like such a kind of laid back guy or just kind of the quiet, silent type, more like, right? I mean, you know, he obviously, yeah, it's weird because he's also a billionaire and he throws parties and stuff, but he comes across pretty reserved most of the time to me. And I like that about him. But yeah, obviously there's a lot going on the inside.
After last night, clearly we're still attracted to one another.
Well, you definitely are to him.
Nothing can ever happen between us.
I know.
Yeah, because it's too complicated. And naturally, this means that it's bound to happen. Regardless.
Thank you, Chris.
Walter.
Especially when you lie to the ones you love the most.
What is this?
Damn, Walter's leaving.
Business trip.
Oh.
I decided it's long overdue for me to inspect our holdings in Melbourne.
Yeah, I mean that's.
How long will you be?
I mean that sounds kind of like an excuse, right? That sounds like you just saying I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Which, if you are, just flat out fucking say it.
Where are you going?
Mueller still has to sell those guns and I have to stop him.
Oliver?
He had his chance.
28 crates, 4 guns in each.
Yeah, we haven't even taken him out yet. Are we still going to?
Take it or leave it. That's the deal.
You okay?
Oh shit. Yes, we are. Oh. That's a lot of gunpowder to be fired at you, though.
Leo Mueller, you have failed this city.
Oof. Oh shit, man. That's just how we're gonna go out? Fuck. Alright. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course, you can get early access to the next 12+ episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode already right now as well. So I'll see you there.